The reason I'm checking all of these is because it could be anything, like a compass. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was hoping for. Hey, you're going in the wrong room, bro. What have you been in there? It's none exactly in my path. Oh, and spoke too soon. To right there. But hell, there's no time to stop. Jump the fence. Don't hit me through the fence. Oh, fucking hell, this happened last time. I told you guys. Seriously, don't make me bleed. It's annoying. Now, I've actually got a chocolate bar here with me today. Say hi, chocolate bar. It's got barbed wire in... Oh, it's in front of it. What? Why would they put it in front of it? Weird people. Fart, does that say? Fop. Winchester. TF no. Hello guys, and welcome to a new video today of Zero to Hero episode 17. Today I'm actually bringing you a very unconventional Zero to Hero. This is because of something I did which was absolutely stupid. And basically it was where I did the entire episode but I forgot to record my voice. So 40 minutes of pure awesomeness was just gone, and I was kind of disappointed, and I didn't want to cheat you guys. So because I have no idea what I was saying through the entire episode, because it's completely spontaneous, I can't really go back and redo it without starting the entire thing again. Now 40 minutes is a long time, and I was going to do that, but then I realised I've got things like new weapon and stuff like that. So this is what happened at the end of the video after I finished recording, and I asked some guys for some help to get back to the trading post. Hello? Hello? Guys? Can any of you hear me?
Mate, are you talking?
Are you guys in the chopper friendly?
Are you talking, hero guy?
I'm talking.
Where are you? Like, are you the one stood the hero guy?
I'm stood in front of you. Oh, I'm stood in front of the chopper.
Stood in front of the chopper?
Yes, I'm stood in front of the chopper.
Oh, right. Let's see. Oh, right. Hi.
Hi. I was wondering if
have you seen the hero guy inside the forest? He's like stood there and like doing his little dance and not talking or anything. He's not dead.
Okay, yeah. I saw him earlier. I kind of just like filmed an entire episode for my YouTube channel, and then realised that my voice wasn't recording, so I need to kind of get back to the start, which is at the trade post.
Yeah,
and
where is it? Trade post?
Yeah, I was wondering if you guys could just quickly give me a lift there. Cheers. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the lift. I will definitely be including.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Guys.
We were gonna rob you, but no.
I saw you lurking. I was like, oh my god. this is the last thing I need after I just fucked up an episode.
We demand to be in an episode.
You will be. You'll be at the beginning of it. explaining
Oh,
what the fuck happened and why I have this gun and all sorts of stuff. Because loads of interesting stuff happened, and I'm really annoyed that my voice didn't record. Because yeah, I found this gun on an aircraft wreck and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, it's quite a good gun.
Yeah, I love it.
But yeah, have fun. Good luck with your episode.
Yeah, thanks guys. Okay, you can see my intentions of having to restart and basically go from the beginning, but as I said before, I decided not to eventually because of how much had changed since, and how much epic stuff you would have missed if I'd just deleted the whole episode. So, here is the... Basically, I'm going to be showing you the footage that was awesome during the episode. You're just going to have to take my word for it that I ran all the way and didn't have any help or anything like that. But I am just going to show you how I got my gun and how I met people, and the first instance is coming up right now. And it's basically me at the trading post. Now, the trading post has changed since the last episode, so I decided that I was going to give you guys a look around, and I was explaining it as I went, but I spot this guy in a car. So I travel over, and it's actually a guy waiting for a trade. Now, I've never seen anyone do this before, and you'll see that I start chatting to him very briefly. And mainly because I wanted a lift.
Hello.
And he's quite a friendly chap, and it's quite funny because he was selling his car for something. I'm not sure exactly what, I never found out.
No, sorry, I'm waiting for a trade, so I can't.
Yeah, as you can hear. And I decided to say,
sorry, man.
That's fine, and ran off.
This vehicle is not mine for much longer, so...
My first encounter with a friendly player of the episode, and it was right at the beginning. And I thought, wow, this is going to get off to an amazing start. So I got outside the trading post, and I decided it was time to show you guys where I was going to go. And you can see on the map, I show you the exact location, which is my intention. And it was Lake Prud. Now, the reason I wanted to go to Lake Prud was because somebody had set up a little helpful camp there, where people can pick up medical supplies. I mentioned it before, and here you can see I'm just showing you the new 2 bases, which are player occupied bases, and if you run inside it and a player is defending it, then they can shoot you on sight. Anyway, I basically mapped out my route. I was going to go from Klen to Dubrovka to Gorka and then across to Prud. And that was the entire episode. And unfortunately I can't share the whole thing with you, so what I'm going to show you is the main parts of it. And I will show you me getting there, and that me getting there is basically a couple of hours before I get a lift back in the chopper. So that was the sequence of events, and now I'm going to go on to showing you the more exciting parts rather than me killing a boar for some meat. Right, so I'd been continuing down the forest, and you can see here that I find a helicopter crash site. And this would have been the first helicopter crash site that I found in every episode, or out of every episode that I've done so far. So this was pretty a momentous occasion, and I was so glad that I found it. I was desperate to share this video with you guys, because it was probably one of the most awesome videos I've filmed in a long time. So anyway, I made it my mission to get close to that thing and ultimately find myself a new weapon. And yes, that's where I get my FAL from. So it's basically, I'm going to show you the little encounters I had trying to get to it. With zombies, of course. So anyway, this zombie aggroes, and I decided to shoot him. Now, at first, I didn't think that that would be a good idea. But apparently, none of the other zombies heard it. And then I slowly make my way towards the chopper. So you can see, as I get closer to the chopper, that I actually find a medical cardboard box. And I was amazed at that. Not really. But I did find this FAL, and I was very glad to get that. Now, I basically decided that I would take the FAL over my Winchester and then search the rest of the crash site. Now, it turns out I found a Sega 12K, which didn't have any ammo, but it basically is a semi-automatic shotgun. And after crawling around to the other side, I found another FAL, but I only took the mag because I only got one mag from the original loot pile, so I needed another one, and I took it from that. And then continue to run away from the crash site, because it's a lot more, or a lot quicker than having to just crawl all the way out. So I escape those zombies by running through vegetation and the pine trees you can see right here, and then all of a sudden come across a roadblock. And what is this? A guy sitting on the ground. And I say hello. I try and sort of not to startle him, so I get behind him so it gives him a chance to look around. And he sounds friendly in a way. Now, at this point I was asking him if he was on his own. And he said, I asked him if he was with anyone, and he said not at all, as you heard. So I assumed he was just sort of waiting for someone, or he'd seen something down the road, because obviously he was lying there and not really doing very much. And then I see in the corner of my eye another person who quickly shuffles across the road to come to this guy's aid. Now, I was starting to shit my pants at this point, because this guy had just lied to me. He had no reason to, other than if he was intending to do something that I didn't particularly like. Anyway, he switches his weapon. As you can see, he pulls out an M4A3, and his friend also has a gun, and they're chatting to each other about me, which is obvious because he obviously chatted not to me through direct comm, but accidentally to his friend. Now they're getting into cover, so I'm not sure what they even want. I can't hear them.
Well, I never noticed.
And there's only two people
talking with his mouth when they are talking in game with caps lock. That's awesome.
And then again, I spot another guy on the right side, and all of a sudden I've gone from meeting one guy laying down on the side of a road to three well-equipped guys.
Keep going, we won't hurt you.
Who I originally intended wanted to rob me. But as he said that, I was so relieved.
We found this roadblock.
Wanted to get away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, rather than hanging around and keeping in with the small talk, I decided to get out of there before something bad happens. And that was that, basically. They couldn't shoot me in the back without claiming they were going to rob me, so I was safe from there on. Thank God. So, intense encounter. After that, I basically ran all the way past Dubrovka and Gorka without much happening at all. I checked both the Gorka Barns and the top of Alta, which is the hill I'm just running down the side of here, for vehicles. And then I realised that actually the vehicle that should spawn on top of Alta normally is the UAZ. And at the beginning of the video, where I meet the guy in the trading post, he had the UAZ. So I decided that was a complete waste of time. Anyway, I'll show you on the map that I'm not that far away from Prud now. And I make the final run down towards the lake. So I'm peacefully running through the forest at this point, and I actually come across a person on the right. There he is. And it's a hero. So I'm not overly concerned, that he's going to be hostile in any way or want to hurt me or burgle me or whatever. But this is the guy that you can see, the helicopter pilot or guy who helped me was talking about. He's basically, after I said hello a few times to him, he was just jiggling around on the spot. You can see the idle animation keep playing as he just stands there and doesn't really do much. After a while I just assumed he was AFK, not exactly dead, because otherwise he wouldn't be moving, and ultimately decided to continue my journey towards Lake Prud. I had a feeling that it may have been the guy who owned the Prud lake thing, but I wasn't sure. I finally get to Lake Prud after our massive journey, and I'm incredibly sorry that I couldn't share this with you with the live commentary that I did at the time, but my stupid brain forgot to change the mic setting so that I would record the right mic rather than a push to talk microphone on my headset. Anyway, I checked the tents. They've got medical supplies like he promised, and a couple of guns, which I was surprised about, but people may have left them there as a sort of trade. And yeah, I thought this was really cool. Anyway, soon after, I run off into the forest and log off nearby to the hospital, because I thought that if I logged back on there, I could find someone and help people who were at the little camp. But that was basically it, and I really hope you enjoyed this a little less conventional video today. I really wish I could have just brought you the normal thing, but I hope you guys find this a cool substitute. I put a lot of work into this, and after ultimately deciding that I would give it a post commentary rather than a live commentary. So yeah, I hope you're glad that I didn't miss anything out. And in the next episode I will be starting from the trading post again, where I left off after the guys dropped me off with the helicopter. So yeah, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.